I often have this urge to be alone, to self-isolate. Things get hard, self-isolate. I'm stressed, I need to be alone. I'm tired, I need to be alone. I'm working through something, I need to be alone. When even in arguments, I don't argue back, even with my parents growing up. I just stood there and just took all the yelling and arguing. I never reacted. Yes, I've improved over the years. I don't do it as much. I reach out to my friends and they support me a lot, or just having their company is good. But that feeling's always there. Like this little parasite in me that's like telling me to be alone. I always thought, oh, I don't need other people to understand, or people don't know the real me, but how far is too far? Sometimes it just feels like I'm always just performing in front of people. Well, I guess there's 3 selves, right? 3 faces. The face that you show to the public, the face that you show to your friends and family, and the face that you show to yourself. But I just feel like the gap between the face that I show myself and the face that I show to my friends and family is too wide. Or maybe I'm just distraught over the fact that I feel like I'm never truly myself. You can only truly be yourself when you're alone, when no one's watching. And maybe that also helped justify my need to be alone. Like, yeah, this is a good thing. It makes sense. This is where I can truly be me. But yeah, how far is too far? But I feel like when I spend too much time alone, it's just so much easier to ruminate. And it's a whole echo chamber up there. Being alone doesn't mean lonely, but sometimes it can turn into loneliness really quickly when it's self-isolation. I think the heavy feeling that comes with it, the heavy weight, really starts to take a toll on your mind and your actions. Thoughts become a lot more negative, I guess. It's kind of confusing because it's kind of a addicting feeling, like to sink into that mud pit that you've dug yourself into. It's like you've been in there so long, it's like kind of warm and cozy and comfortable. And I know MBTI is so pseudoscience, but I've only ever really resonated with the experiences of people who say they're INTJ, who are my MBTI. Because like all my life, I always felt so alienated. I just felt really misunderstood. Like growing up, I wasn't very emotional. And my parents used to always tell me like, oh, you're a girl, you're supposed to be more emotional. Like, how come you're so cold? And I just felt like, the way I am isn't normal. I've got to play the part and perform in order to blend in with everyone. So I always was stuck with that feeling like I don't feel like I belong anywhere. I guess like no tribe of my own, because every friend group, it's like I was always playing this part, or I was always playing this persona of what they saw me as, and I just reaffirmed it by acting it. So I just found it hard to even distinguish when the performance started and where did it end, and which parts were of me, or which parts were just the perceptions of the people's observations around me, and I just accepted them as truth. I think that's why I struggle to express myself and open up, and maybe how everything just feels like a performance even with my friends now. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like people can kind of be almost distractions of what I want to do in my goals, and even just the goal of being myself. I think I just start to view them as distractions because I don't feel myself around them, or because I've conditioned myself into thinking that I need to perform around them, when really that's not the real root cause. That's not the root issue. The root issue is I'm not expressing myself well. I'm not letting myself. It's my fear of rejection. It's my fear of being accepted for who I am. Maybe it's people-pleasing tendencies, trying to blend in, trying to appease people. I don't deal with this all the time. I feel like it just comes in waves. It comes and goes. I guess everyone goes through this, but we don't really talk about it. Everyone's just focused on their life and what they're trying to do. I guess that's the point of this channel. I guess I do want human connection, and I do want to meet new people, and I want to resonate with someone. I want some people to resonate with me. I feel like, I know before I say, like, I don't need to be understood, and I need to be okay with being myself, understood or not. But I think deep down there's always that feeling of wanting to be understood. The want for human connection. The feeling, the desire to have somewhere to belong. Like, I know I don't express that much, and I don't always say what's on my mind, or I don't always show what I feel, but I think I feel very deeply. I think I feel things a lot. Sometimes they're just too big and confusing and complex for me to understand. I'm not saying this to be like, oh wow, no one understands me, I'm so special. I'm not special. Yeah, my exact feelings are unique to me, but I know that a lot of people can relate. A lot of people can understand how it feels. We've all gone through similar things. We've all experienced similar emotions and feelings. It's just so confusing. Wanting to be alone all the time and feeling at peace when you're by yourself, but also craving human connection. I know this is gonna sound bad out loud, but I never really was interested in people. I'm interested in, like, psychology, sure, but I'm not really interested in the person themselves. I'm just interested in perhaps in how someone thinks, or why they think that way, or why they shaped the way that they are. But I don't really care deeply about people in general. Only select friends and people that I'm close with. But in general, I don't think I really naturally have a tendency to be interested in people. I've always been more interested in things and systems and how things work. And I think that also made me feel so alienated at growing up as a girl, because I feel like girls are more interested in people naturally, generally speaking, stereotypically. And that kind of just made me feel like, oh, I'm a girl, I'm supposed to be like that, but I don't. Like, I'll pretend to be, but I think just after pretending so long, that just feeds the habit of dissociating, because you're like, get me out of here, but I need to keep pretending, I need to keep performing, you know? So your mind just drifts off somewhere in order to, like, escape somehow, to find some relief. But yeah, does that sound bad? I don't really care about people? That sounds awful, doesn't it? That's why I've always been afraid of saying it out loud. I never really told people. It sounds so terrible. And that's what stopped me from, even though I have the desire to build human connections and I want to meet new people, but that also, like, stops me from wanting to do that. Like, it just feels like such admin. I'm like, I really want to meet new people. I want to build connections and stuff, and you know, it seems really fun. And then it's only that's only for a short period of time, and then when I actually get into it, I'm like, this is such admin. Like, I don't think I actually care about these people, which I guess is all in my mind, because you need to talk to them more and build that connection in order to start caring about them. But I don't know, maybe it's harder for me to get past that stage. Kind of sways me to hang out by myself, to spend more time by myself, because I'm so disinterested in people. Why do I want to be around people? I just want to be around myself. It's a lot more comfortable that way. I guess that's the trap of always being in your comfort zone. You stay stagnant, and I hate being stagnant. But I think this might be something, this feeling of wanting to be alone, I think this is something that I always just live with all my life. Like, I've always felt this way, but I don't think this issue is ever going to go away. I think it's always going to be there. I think what matters is where my focus is. I just want to record this because I was just feeling it a lot when I was driving. And I was like, this is a familiar feeling. I haven't had this in a while. Yeah, I've actually come a long way. I should be proud of myself. Okay, obviously I don't feel that way anymore. That was just a little relapse, a little trip down memory lane, a little nostalgia. But I'm doing great now. I guess having really close and supportive friends help a lot. A lot.